Hi there, guys and gals. We're always talking about burnishing and doing tigers. I'm going to try to put together a quick little section of video and see if we can answer some of the questions. First of all, what you'll see here is I've got a black wrap going, and I've inlaid a red, a blue, and a red. I'm going to do 3 threads and remove 2 sacrificials on the final overwrap. So I'm just going to do a little segment right now of how I wrap it. I basically have a thread holder with 4 spools of thread on it, and I want to make sure that I'm separating everything with the 2 reds with a dark color in between. You see, I have red, blue, red, and black on the outside. When I get back around to that, I want to make sure that I keep that sequence going, and I have to wrap this all the way across the whole area that I'm going to be doing my tiger wrap. What I'm actually doing, if you're wondering what this other thread is I've done a weave. Now I'm doing a tiger wrap off the ends of the thread of the weave as anchoring the weave. It'll eventually go under a guide, and then I'll do another segment of tiger wrapping up the other end. So it's a little harder than normal because I have to deal with these other pieces of thread. Once I get off of those and I'm back just onto the blank, it should go much, much faster. So this is how I'll get this going for a little while. Then I'll switch off the camera and maybe catch it a little further down the line where I don't have to hold the thread, and just my tensioning device will do it. What I usually do is I get a good start going, then I'll burnish it tight together to start with, and then when I get done, I'll go ahead and burnish the angles in that I want to do, which is what a lot of the guys and a lot of the rod builders have been asking me how I do it. So we'll see how this goes. You see, I'm almost off the end. I'm going to go ahead and stop the camera now and catch you in a segment later. Now, as you can see, I've finished the wrap now. You see those 3 little purple metallic threads is actually where a guide's going to go. So what I've done is, after I've done all of that wrapping, another guide will be going up there at the other end. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some burnishing. I've tried to explain this several different times and done it with pictures, but now I'm going to do it on videotape. I'm going to prepare the rod right now with a couple of pieces of tape to show where the 0 and 180 axis are, which is the way I do my burnishing. So when I come back, we'll have that ready to go. Okay, now I've put some tape on there, and you'll see I've got this on the 0 axis, which to me, that's with the guides up and the reel seat facing up, since this is a conventional rod. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to burnish on the 0 axis. On this side of the wrap, I'm going to burnish towards the reel seat. The reel seat is on the right here. So what I do is I put my burnishing tool down and I go right down the 0 axis, maybe 2 or 3 times. Not hard, but you know, enough pressure that I know I'm moving threads. Now what I'll do is I'll turn the rod about 1/8 of an inch, and I'll start in the back and I'll burnish towards the tip. Again, I do it 2 or 3 times. Then I'll go 1/8 of an inch on the other side of the 0 axis, and again from the butt to the tip. Now remember, I wrap this direction on this side of that weave. On the other side of the weave, I'm going to move this over a little now. On the other side of the weave, I wrapped the other direction. But I'm going to burnish, just so it's easy to remember for myself, I'm going to burnish again from the tip towards the butt on the 0 axis. So, again, 2 or 3 times, nice and firm, not so hard as to make the thread jump over the top of itself, but nice and firm. Okay, now I'll turn it 1/8 of an inch, and I'll go from the butt direction to the tip. Again, 1/8 of an inch the other side of the 0 axis, from the butt towards the tip. And then one last time I'll go from the tip towards the butt on the 0 axis. Now I'll go back over here, do the same thing, one more time on the 0 axis, from the tip towards the butt.